Eish.
Public.
I'm vlogging right now. So guys, welcome back to another video. It's your boy Code in Black. You know, we're back with the consistent posting. As you can see behind me, it's Christmas. It's Christmas. It's Christmas. It's a Christmas holiday season, and I'm wishing you. It's Christmas holidays. As you can see behind me, we have a very big Christmas tree. I'm wishing you guys a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thanksgiving to all of you guys that are out here watching my videos. It's been crazy for the past few weeks. We have grown from 40 to 50 subscribers in almost like 2 weeks. That is so unusual in my channel. So yeah. I'll see you when we get to the car. Peace out. Damn! Behind me we have Cecilia at the back, and my camera is doing something that I haven't seen before in years. Anyway guys, today we're going to talk about one of the pros and cons of owning this kind of car as a young kid in Kenya, okay? In my country, not a lot of people own this type of cars. These cars are very slept on. Most car guys don't really understand how it is like owning this type of cars. And today we're going to talk about them in this video. The pros and cons of trying to like having this car. So behind me is a Mercedes C200, as you can see right here. It's a C200. It's a Mercedes. There's a Mercedes logo right there, and this car has been in my possession for the last 6 months, and my dad had it for the past like almost freaking 9 years or something. So that's a plus. This car has been through good care ever since I've known it. Like it's been through my dad's. I've seen him work on it. I've seen him drive this car. I've seen it go through some things, and it actually like grew on me. Part of the time it's actually grew on me. So behind me is a Mercedes. Let's talk about how it is driving a classic car in like you know, an old Mercedes. Number one has to be how these cars get attention, okay? It's a Mercedes. Most people think that Mercedes are very hard to maintain. Sorry about my hair. Most people think that these cars are very hard to maintain, which is kind of true, because if any part on this car goes dark, guys, it's going to cost you an arm and a freaking leg to actually repair the whole, you know, the whole car, which is going to cost you a lot. So number one, people have this perception where they think that Mercedes is very hard to maintain. Partially it's true, partially it's not, but you know, let's go with it is, of which it kind of is. Number two is the attention that you get. The number one has to be the attention that you get. Guys, driving a Mercedes in my country, in Africa, let me be specific, in Africa, in Nairobi, Kenya, in Kenya actually, where I'm in Vihiga, these cars get more attention, like so fucking bad, especially when you're in the village area. These cars will actually like, you will be the pinnacle of, you know, the topic. People will always like want to assist with you and think that you're a big man, but in real sense this is just an old 1998 Mercedes that can actually cost you like not really less than 5k in the market. But most people don't know that unless it's a car guy. Car guys know how much these cars cost, and yeah, they'll actually know, like, give you the whole rundown of how these cars are, and know their worth. Number two has to be standing out in traffic. Most cars in Kenya are Toyotas, okay? And if you go in traffic, you'll find Toyotas, maybe Nissan, Nose, and whatever, all those funny brands. But finding a Mercedes like this one on the market, on the road, on traffic will be a very, very hard thing for you actually. So having this car on the road is a plus, it's a flex. You're standing out, number one. Number two, it's attention. And number three, bro, let me tell you, if any, like I said earlier, if this car gets like anywhere, any damage on the car, beat the bumper, beat the freaking, you know, tank, anywhere, this car is going to cost you a freaking arm and a leg, bro. You might have to open an OnlyFans with your wife to like actually fund this car. I'm not even lying. These cars in Kenya are so hard to maintain. Judging the fact that they're German cars, and I know most German cars are like that, but if you're in the States, maybe in the States, these cars are very, like, you know, they're so my aunt just came up on me when I was vlogging, and it's something that I'm not really used to people finding me vlogging. So like I said earlier, if any of these cars, like, you know, breaks down here, it's going to be like one of the hardest things that you can ever fix. Personally, in Kenya, these German cars don't really have that much of support. So like finding a genuine Mercedes part is going to be like, bro, like it's going to be so hard. So yeah, in Kenya these cars are so very hard to maintain, and yeah, you have to like really go deeper. I'm in the village, and actually vlogging becomes so hard when you are being sent almost everywhere. So I talked about how hard it is getting the parts, attention that you get, and also the kind of, you know, you're not normal on traffic or on the road. So you actually like you stand out from the traffic by driving this car to actually make you like, you know, stand out. People are driving freaking Nissan Notes and whatever, but you pulling up in a Mercedes Benz that's so classic like this one, will actually be a flex to you. Number 3 on like how it is driving this car has to be the gas mileage, bro. The gas prices in Kenya are so crazy. I'll have maybe a photo right here, and it's a Mercedes, bro. It's a Mercedes, and these things are guzzlers. These things are known for like just guzzling gas. They were made to guzzle gas, bro. Like these cars are guzzlers, and finding like an efficient car in Kenya, not really in Kenya, but in the world right now might be tricky. But it's a Mercedes, bro, and this thing like they take up so much gas, and if you're broke, you can't actually maintain this car. So the gas prices has to be one of the things that, you know, that's going to like set you back when your ownership. This car is so hard to filling up at top like this one is very, very expensive. And yeah, let's go to the pros and cons of owning a C-Class in Kenya. Basically, it's a classic car, and the pros and cons of owning this type of car in Kenya has to be the attention it gets. Okay, the cons. The cons has to be the attention that it gets. This one is both on the pros and cons. The attention, this thing gets so much attention, and they can be easily stolen, especially the Mercedes emblem. These things are known to be stolen in Kenya. Most people that have those Mercedes emblem in their cars, they're either not there or they're there, but it's been replaced maybe 4 times or 3 times throughout the person's ownership. So these cars are known to being stolen from, especially if you have like this logo right here, bro. These things can be stolen almost like thrice into ownership. So this car has been in a theft situation, like I said earlier. I'll also make a video on that one, like maybe tomorrow. That will be up tomorrow. So these cars are known to being stolen from and whatsoever. Number 2, the cons has to be like it's a Mercedes, bro. This thing will get attention almost every fucking where, bro. You'll get attention almost everywhere, and yeah, basically it has to be like just the Mercedes as a brand has to be also a con. These cars get so much attention and like being stolen from and whatsoever. Yeah, that's how the car is. Number two con on how on these cars is basically, god damn, shorty, damn. Yeah, I saw this little situation. Anyway, let's continue with the cars. These cars don't really have much aftermarket support in Kenya. If you consider the fact that it's an old car, and most people don't really appreciate how old cars actually work. Okay, these cars, you can't really modify these cars much any more apart from having a stock car. Okay, so yeah, having a car like this one, maybe it's a plus, maybe it's not a plus, but if you have a car like this one, you might want to like go deep on it. Okay, so maybe this one isn't really the best looking Mercedes, and you want like to have the best looking car, maybe a wrap and some cool rims is the only modification they can go. But if you're crazy, you maybe you want to put some wheels on this car, some what else you might want to do on this car, some wheels, maybe a wide body kit isn't really the best option, because in Kenya, not really in Kenya, the whole car industry, they don't really recognize this car. Maybe the C200 compressor might have a wider support, but this one, I don't think so, bro. I don't really think so. So as much as I'm going to like dwell much on the positive side of owning this car has been giving me problems. The rust on the floor. We have a few issues with the misfire with the spark plugs. I think the spark plug, if not the spark plugs, maybe the auto sensors. If not, it has to be the coil packs, even the fuel injectors. And yeah, but right now I'm having 2 things to deal with: the rust and also the battery. Those things are very, very expensive. Anyway, let's get into the video. But 3, one of the things I haven't like loved owning this car ever since then has to be how the interior, how shitty the interior is actually, bro. I've done some review online, and I've done some math, and some research, not really much, some research, and I found out that the back seats on these cars, on the C class, especially the C200, the C230, the C180, the leather on these cars was so ass. And bro, it's been like charging up ever since I've known this car. My dad had this car before me, and it was like this. I think even when he got this car, has to be when it started really like cracking. So behind like I have to get something that will have to like cover up this whole place, because when the sun hits those, the leather is starts to crack up. And also have to like also add tint. As you can see, my tint is not really in its perfect condition. As you can see, we have some few dents here and there. So maybe the sun is hitting up the tint so fast, the tint, and then the tint goes to the leather, then the leather ends up being destroyed. That will have to be fixed later in the future of me owning this car, which brings to you subscribe to this channel for more videos, and that will actually give me more money, and yeah, and get more content out, and I get more money in this car because the best looking C200 on the internet. I know that's crazy. Anyway guys, let's continue the video. So owning this car has been, you know, has been a plus. The fuel consumption isn't really that bad. Owning these cars in Kenya is a big flex in your own perspective. Depends on how you look at it. It's a Mercedes class. It's a almost 30-year-old car, and bro, at 30 years you don't really expect a car to look this new and look this sexy and fire. Which reminds me, I also have to fix this garage, bro. It doesn't look kind of good. It has some few insects behind me. Those wasps, they have to be fixed. And yeah, so that marks, I think marks the end of this video, because I've basically talked much on how these cars are in my own perspective. And there goes my aunt coming up this side. I have to stop vlogging, bro. What the fuck? Yeah, so I'll see you in this vlog. Peace out. Guys, you guys know this car. It's been on this channel for like almost 6 videos right now. So before I even start this video, I want to like address this issue down here. Bro, just look at what is going on underneath it. I think it's the battery. It's been leaking. I don't know when this has been here for. So the whole floor is rusted. I think it's the battery has been leaking. The battery has been exchanged twice. And then if there's one thing I haven't really like gotten really into the hang of, it's how the battery keeps on dying almost every time. If you look at the clock, it's been doing this since morning, bro. And it's not even starting. And behind, I think it's the wheels of this. Yeah, that noise has been on this car since morning. I woke up, wanted to like go out or something, and then the whole car started doing all this messy things. So beside this car looking all, you know, pretty and stuff, this car has been giving me problems ever since I knew it. This car has been leaking oil, bro. Has been leaking oil, and underneath the car we have some few oil patches underneath the car. That's, you know, that's normal for cars to leak. Maybe it's an old car, maybe it's an old transmission, and then the car generally not starting, and the battery I think has been eaten up by something. I don't know what has been eating the car. So